Good morning everyone, happy Wednesday and welcome to Hunky Dory Craft TV for what is going to be a fantastic show. We have the brand new layering masks, the patterned backgrounds, and they are spectacular. I can't wait to share these with you. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be the host for this hour. Jess is producing this morning. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
And over in the demonstration station, it's none other than Kat Hollis.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kat. Are you ready to ink your backgrounds? I honestly cannot think of two better patterns that have been designed here. Fantastic Gen Designs are layering masks, and these ones are exceptional. I would be using these on furniture. I would be using them in my house. Like, the patterns are just so good. But before we take a look at those brand new layering masks, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. And because spring is here, spring has sprung, we are giving away a perfect gift to work with these masks actually. This is your Pastel Ink Pad mini bundle. You're going to receive your blending sponges and extra your blending sponges and tools and your extra sponges in here. I think in total there's around 36 that you're going to get in that one. You're then going to get our fantastic pastel shades. Look at these for spring crafting. Aren't they fantastic shades to use with these masks?
Beautiful.
This collection of inks is incredible. So you're going to get that, and then you're also going to get your handbook. All of this worth £38.95. 3 lucky winners are going to win this, and all you have to do is answer this riddle. There's a riddle this week. I shine golden and brown, but I am not a coin. Don't be confused by my mark, I'm not ticked off. I'm full of spice, but neither a rack or a cupboard. I rise, but I am not the sun. I'm often shared, but not a secret. What am I?
Ooh.
Is this the first time you've seen this week?
It is, yes.
It's a good riddle, isn't it?
It is.
I think we've had a few correct answers, but some of the answers that aren't quite correct are very good as well. So if you would like to be in with the chance of winning that bundle, all you need to do is answer the riddle, and we will announce the winners on Friday's show.
I know. I've got a guess, but I'm
She's
not
got
going
a
to guess.
guess. She's got a guess. We're not telling. Have a look at this little VT. Good morning. Good morning. What are you going on? I was just telling Jess how I allowed her. Jess is actually, this bit at the top of the what we're supposed to say is yesterday's show. I was just telling Jess how it confused me, and then she said, "Mic's on," and I went, "Good morning, everyone." So that's where my head is today. Aren't they absolutely incredible? They are stunning. So 2 layering mask sets for you here. The most incredible thing about our masks is the price. These are exceptionally incredible in terms of what you get, what you can do with them, and the price of both of these, because these are tools. You can use these on so many things, and not just for inking, but we can emboss some of these sections as well using our die cutting machines. They are fantastic. So we have 2 brand new masks for you. You can get them in the multi-buy, which is going to save you £4, and that is £20 for both of them, £18 if you're a Diving Club member, or you can get one or another one. Now they're £12 each. I'm going to start with the ornate tiles, and they are really incredible. So when you open up your packaging, it opens up like a booklet. You're going to have your mask on one side, Kat will show you in a moment, and on the other side you're going to have the fantastic instructions. Now those instructions are written out like this, and they have colour guides so that you can follow and create this beautiful pattern yourself. The 4 masks that we've got here, you will see, I'm not sure how close I can get show you up here, but you will see they have little alphabets on them. So you've got A, B, C, and D, and that is the way you want to layer these up. So you start with A, follow the alphabet through, use all your different colours, and then you will end up with something like this. And the colours we've used here are warm honey, pink petal, peachy, and roasted pumpkin. But how stunning is that? It looks incredible. And let me show you some of the cards and the examples that the design team have made, because we've had some absolutely exceptional makes back from the team using these things, and they are just stunning. This is a gorgeous little Easter basket, used in sort of like really nice yellows. We've got some oranges in there, and then the mustard and the brown. So this is super cute if you want to be making sort of 3D makes with it as well. But then I just love how outside the box the team have sort of created this. This is a really simple technique to do. You can either do it freehand, or you could like rip some of your masking tape to create that gorgeous like torn edge, and then do all the detailing on it. But I love the colours used with this one. We've got violet, mauve moment, camellia pink, and flamingo paradise. So these are some old colours that we've got used on that one as well. Some of you may have those at home. This is fantastic for masculine themed cards as well. Really, really gorgeous sort of like deep colorways in those blues and greys that we've got. I loved this card when it came through. I really, really like the sort of concept of this one. And again, looks so nice in all of those really nice green colorways. So it's, no matter how you use this, what colors you use, it's perfect. This is a fantastic example of using just 2 of the layers in the mask, and actually sort of like doing different colours on each sort of panel to give you this really nice look. It looks so cute on that scalloped edge card blank. I love this. Our Amy created this one. My favourite colours are sort of pinks, purple, oranges. Love a teal as well when it comes to stamping and colouring with layering masks. So Amy's used lime zest, tangerine, hot pink, and orchid. But how good does it look having the outer layer of your sentiment cut into that background? So, so beautiful. And then this is a really clever technique as well. Let me pop it the right way up. This was created by Jessica. She has used layering mask C to create this one, and I think what she's done is she has actually added her ink to the back of her mask and then popped it on with a little bit of water to spritz it, and it gives you a really beautiful watercolor effect, completely different from how all of the other examples have been made with this one, but absolutely stunning. So that's the first one, layering ornate mask, and honestly all the examples I've shown you there are so beautiful. The next one I'm going to show you is this one that we have here. This is your layering scalloped florals. This is absolutely stunning, and again I've got an example of all the separate layers and how they're going to work out. So these masks are 5 by 5 in size. However, you can tile them to make them bigger or make them longer if you're doing sort of like 7 by 5, 6 by 8. You can also sort of like cut into the panels and make your cards look elongated in that way too. This one's great because I think you can use different ones separately. This one works great separately on like Art Deco cards. Your polka dots, of course, and your flowers are great separately as well. This one, however, is a really interesting one, and let me show you this card quickly, because this example here from Emmeline, she's actually used them the other way round and created little Christmas trees. So that gives it a completely different look to how it is meant to be. But I really, really like that example. It's so, so clever. And the colours used in this example on the front of the card are your velvet fawn, your leafy green, your vintage rose, and your cocoa bean. But they make the most stunning cards. Let me show you some more examples, and then we're going to go to Kat, who's going to show you exactly how to use them. So this is a gorgeous gift box, using all of your yellow tones there. perfectly sized. It's also a shaker as well, which I absolutely love. It's really, really clever. It doesn't have a name on it, but I'm thinking that Amy may have made that yesterday. We've also got this beautiful one. So this is sort of like stamping and then inking. So using one colour for all of those layers and then inking that really nice background on the front. You can make your shaker cards with this. This one has been made by Sarah as well. So a nice little layer of acetate over the front here to create that gorgeous shaker element. A really nice mix of colours in there and all of the blues as well. This one's super, super sweet too. Really nice different colourways, using more of like a turquoise blue for that green. And then look at this. This is so different. It's been done on parchment and then placed behind. This one doesn't have a name on it again, so I'm not sure whose this is. It might be Amy's. I'll have to double check. But it's absolutely gorgeous. So, so clever. Really, really like that one. This one has been done and then cut into the different panels to create like a larger card with it. And then I love this too. Done on parchment and then just an additional edge of your beautiful, this is your embossing powder in the gold. But how different does that look on your card? All of them absolutely stunning. But how do you create cards like that? Well, Kat is going to show us.
Let's do it. So we are going to start with our ornate tile. I have cut a card piece to 6x6, so just slightly larger, so it gives me some room to play with. And I have got our
grip mat.
I always forget what it's called.
For using
this really,
with these.
really helps. Because my card's bigger, it is my card that's going to be stuck to it, and I'll still have to take my mask down. But just having your card stay in the same place and not wiggle about is a game changer. So I'm just going to pop that on there, give that a good burnish down. And then, like Natalie said, you open your wallet up and you have your 4 tiles over this side. They all have 2 corners punched out and the ABC embossed in the corner, so you know exactly what order to use them in.
And exactly what way to sort of like layer them up as well.
Absolutely.
Like following the, like lining up the little letters on each side so that they sit on top of each other really helps.
So I like to take 2 edges right to the very edge, and then again it just helps me know exactly where I want to put them every time. And then I can just tape this down. And the colours I've chosen today, I've gone lovely lilac, spearmint, violet and teal.
Cute.
And I know I was short on pads, so I've brought some more in here. So we're going to start with our lilac. Let's get, I think this one was running out a little bit, but I think this should be enough to get me a nice base colour. And we're going to do this one, the mask, start to finish for you, so you can see the full process on this card.
Good morning to everyone who's joining us today on Facebook and YouTube. It's a nice day today. It's a little bit chillier. It has dropped sort of in the last couple of days.
It was very foggy this morning,
Was it
but I
foggy
think it's
near you?
lifted. I think it's
lovely
lifted
and
now.
sunny near us. But yeah, it's been a bit strange, hasn't it, the weather in the last couple of days. Hopefully the sunshine is going to stay though.
So we're just going to work our way round. This has been a well-loved ink pad, so I'm just having to make sure I get the most out of it. But just take your time to get a nice even colour throughout. That's the look I'm going for this one. Obviously, when you get more confident using them and stuff, you might want to create an ombre effect. You might want it to be darker at the top. You might want to go in with 2 different colours, 3 different colours and bring that ombre pattern down. The only limit is your imagination, but just to start out, we're going to do it as is.
To answer Pauline's question, Paulina says, all of the greetings on the mask cards, are they stamps or dies, please? There's a real mix of different sentiments. We've got some that are stamps, we've got some that are dies. Some of them are using the acetate wraps Some of them are using your trim the insert pads, and I just think that's great because it shows how versatile these masks are and how they're going to work with loads of different ranges of sentiments that you'll have as well.
So we have done our first layer, and then we are going to go in with layer B. So make sure again it's in that top right hand corner. I'm layering the edges up to my card, and you can see through them as well to make sure that it is sitting in the right place. And then I'm just going to secure that down again with my tape. You will get a few applications out of this, so we're just going to pop that back. And next time, let's go in with our spearmint. So this is that beautiful middle section that we're putting in there. And I like to do soft circular motions around to get really in.
I think that's the best way, isn't it? To
Yeah.
make sure that you're getting full coverage. A lot of these are quite detailed, so you don't want to be missing any points or little pieces. So really working that ink colour into the mask is definitely the best way to get full coverage of these.
So these are the two lighter tones that we're using, and then we're going to go on to our darker ones. So on to our third layer.
I love these colours already.
Just make sure I've got that C in that top corner. They're so pretty, aren't they? And they're
So
perfect
gorgeous.
for this time of year. So let's just take that down again. And this time we're going to go in with our violet. One that needs a pad. And again, I think as you work your colours up darker, you need less and less effort.
And it kind of like creates that gorgeous like show-stopping feel. Every time you're revealing a layer, it's bringing together all of those different sort of details that Jess has so incredibly managed to put into these masks. I mean, I don't know how her brain works in sort of like having a pattern and then depicting it and splitting it into these individual layering stencils, but they're so good. And having them in a stencil means we can be really fun with our colours. If this was a stamp, there's no way we would be able to get such definition and difference in the colours that we're stamping down, where having these masks are so good. And my favourite thing, I said it before, is always the price. £12 each for these, and they are tools that you will be able to use time and time again. If you want to get the bundle, which gives you both of these brand new layering masks, then you can do. £20 saves you £4 buying them together.
And we are just finishing off on these edges here. As you can see, I've not been too careful around these sides because I am going to trim it down later. Yeah. But if you are just wanting to cut it to size and do it, then just make sure you tape off those edges and you'll be absolutely fine. And last but not least, I'm going to go in with the teal. So we'll just peel this away now, just for our little dots and the centres of these beautiful tiles that we've created. This would be a great one to chop into smaller little tiles and piece it back together and layer it up. It'd be absolutely stunning.
This looks so good already without this added detail you're going to add in.
It does, but it really makes it...
Is it going to make it pop?
It is going to make it pop. Oh, we hope so. And once I finish this, I've got another little surprise for you, so we'll see, because we are going to do this again. Well, we're not going to do it again. There might be something else I've already done in advance. So we are going to pop that. Make sure it's sat exactly where I want it to. There we go. And we'll go in, and you can see I've used the two same bits of tape throughout. It is going to last for you. And I know I'm taking a bit of time doing the full process, but I think it's a good indication so people can actually see the amount of time that it does actually take, and it isn't that.
It's not, it doesn't take
No.
long at all to be able to create these. Pauline said, can you use watercolour paints or watercolour painting pencils on the mask? I've never used them before. You can use a lot of different mediums. Obviously the easiest ones to use are your inks, because you can just blend them through really, really quickly. If you have your watercolour brush markers, you can use the fine liner end or the other side of those fine liners within the different spaces in your mask as well. I've used those a few times through masks like this to create different details. Pencils, we've not really tried pencils. Again, anything that's sort of like you have to do with a pen or pencil is just going to take a little bit more time, but your inks are definitely the best thing to use with these, because you can just get that incredible finish that Kat's doing super quickly.
I think you will be able to get your pencils in. You'll need to make sure that they're super sharp. I think for like the first 3 layers, you should be absolutely fine.
Lots of questions about our dispatch time as well. When the girls were on the phone yesterday answering calls, they were letting people know that we are currently dispatching the 18th of March. I'm not sure where they're up to specifically today. I can get someone to have a look at what date they are dispatching from, but they are sort of working to five days and upwards now, because we just had an incredible abundance of orders coming in with the goodie boxes and also all of the incredible things that we've launched recently.
Absolutely. Are we ready for the reveal?
Yes.
So when we take this off, we have got this beautiful.
It's
Aren't
so
those
nice.
colours absolutely stunning?
I love it.
So we will trim this down, and I'm just going to do it to the edges of the design, which you can do perfectly with your trimmer, as you know. And I think once this is cut down and it's really crisp.
Oh, it looks so good, doesn't it?
It is so stunning. Oops,
This
just a
pattern
little
definitely reminds me of the tiles that I have in the hallway.
Yes, yeah. I know what you mean. So I've done this one, but what I've also done in advance is I've done it again, exactly the same colours, but in the reverse order.
Nice.
So I've gone on that one, spearmint, lilac, teal thingy. So we've got the two.
That's really good.
And I think it's really pretty. So let's choose which one we want for the top. I'm going to take this one as my top one, and I'm going to take 2 of our dotty edge dies, and we're going to pop them down there.
This is going to look cute.
And we can, again, let's really use some of that tape, stick them down. We'll run them through the machine. If I can get these plates off without
Causing an
avalanche, which I kind of have done, but you didn't see that. You just see the mess that I've put here. So we are going to run this through here. I don't think I need the metal shim.
I don't think you need the metal one.
We've just got the that. We'll switch it on. That'll help.
Lots of people are loving those colours.
They're so pretty, aren't they? I love them. Great for this time of year. They're great for any time of year, really.
Yeah. So I have had word from the team, and they are dispatching orders today that were made on the 19th. So any orders that you placed on the 19th, they will be coming out to you today, hopefully. We're pretty much getting through a day's worth of orders in like a day's time frame. So bear with us. If you specifically are wanting to double check your order though, please don't hesitate to contact the girls on customer service. They will be more than happy to answer your calls or your emails and just let you know where things are up to.
Oh, why?
Are you run out?
No, it's not even.
Do you want me to go get? Is it because it's?
It's all right. I'll use. She says she'll use a construction glue, but I've
have
not
you
got a
construction glue, Jess.
It's all right. I've got this big one. This will be fine.
Have you got one?
Yeah. I think I stole it at home yesterday because I run out of my dotty tape runner, so we're just going to pop a bit of glue on
I
there.
ran out of my tape runners yesterday. I worked from home in the afternoon, and I'm not even joking, I ran out of my normal one, like 3 cards in. Then I ran out of my dotty one, and I was like, what am I going to use? So I had to go through the house, but obviously Dan made me get rid of a lot of craft stuff.
Oh.
I didn't really get rid of it. I donated it, so I didn't sort of like throw it away or anything. I had loads of stuff in like 3 drawers. I don't really ever use it because if I want to make something, I kind of want to make stuff with new things.
Yes.
I'm terrible at that. So I bagged it all up and I gave it to one of my husband's aunts who works in a school, and we donated it to the school to be able to use, which they absolutely loved. But yeah, I only had a thin roll of, I think it's like the 6mm tape, like the super thin one.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't working for me.
Right. So I've taken one of the curved sentiments. These launched with a mask launch as well, didn't they? I can't remember quite one, but I've got 2 A Great Friend, and we're just going to go on this inside layer. I've not popped this one down yet because I just want to make sure I've got enough room, but we're going to put this in the curve of that there. Give that a good press down. I've got 2 A Great Friend. Now you could go in with some white and highlight that to make it stand out a bit more. Or just a black, but we'll see. I'm going to now add the centre panel back in. And again, you can line all these up so they still match perfectly with the design. So you've got everything in place, but just that mix and match of colours. I've picked, I don't know which one to use. Should we go green?
Ooh.
No, I think we'll go the purple because the green's the dominant and on that one. I'm going to cheat and we're going to do my marking method. She says, I've completely ransacked my box.
You got
while
one?
I've been away. We've got a pen here. We'll do this. I mean, it should just be over 5x5, but just to be on the safe side. What's that colour? That is beautiful. A lovely, like, kind of burgundy wine colour. And this will just give it that lovely extra pop. Add our construction glue that's not wanting to come out. Come on. We'll pop that down on there and then onto a white card blank, which will make it all really sing and come to life.
Already that's sort of like really standing out on there.
We're having one of those days. Can't even hold the bottle. Come on. My hands are too small. So we'll pop that on there. And there we go. So just by doing it in those 2 different shades adds that depth and dimension.
It's so nice.
Lots of different things you can do. Oh,
I love it. Absolutely love it. And those colourways are so perfect. It's incredible. Right, we have some previous layering masks. So if you like the idea of the masks and how they work and what you've seen, then we've launched quite a few of these now, and not just background masks either. We have a couple of centerpiece panels as well, like this one. This is our layering blue tip. So again, it comes with 4 masks. You're going to get the instructions on how to use it, and each of these has an example on the back of how they will look as well. All £12 each. So we've got the layering blue tip, we've got the stunning layering butterfly as well. This one is incredible, and it has that really nice washy background to it. This is another one of my favorites. This is the layering flowers in bloom. Absolutely stunning the way this one layers up, and perfect in lots of different colours for lots of different occasions too. Another one of my favourites, if you love the tiled design that we've got on today's show, This one's great as well. It has that honeycomb tiled effect, but perfect for sort of layering, mixing and matching, and mixing all of your colours together. We've then got two other floral ones for you, and this one is beautiful. This is the Layering Corner Blossoms. Really, really stunning. Remember, once these are all done as well, you can cut them out, create toppers from them. They don't just have to be flat backgrounds. Decoupaging this one up looks incredible too. This one is the Layering Bees and Florals, which gives you this gorgeous corner piece. You can also do that twice, cut it out, layer it up and create a stunning wreath from it. So £12 to be able to get any of those ones. Now I do believe we run an offer on our masks, so that if you want to buy any two, they are normally £20. We'll double check that for you. But if you were to put two of these masks in your baskets, I do believe they are £20. So you are going to get that saving that you are going to receive on the bundle today. So if you wanted to mix and match between the new ones and the old ones, you can do that. Jess is going to check, but I'm positively sure that that's the way it works. We're going to try it. What does it say? Does it bring it down? Are you logged in?
I am.
You always tell people you got to make sure you're logged in. Oh, it doesn't. We need to sort that out, don't we?
Yeah.
We'll get Lisa on it. She'll sort it out if it's not there already. Oh, come on, Lisa. We do it for everything else. We need to do it for our masks. I'm advocating for you here, people. We'll get that sorted. We'll speak to Dan about it. Right, next up we have some diamond deals that are still available from March. The first one, which is going to be exceptionally useful with today's launch, is our ultimate collection of Prism ink. So in here you are going to get all 40 of our incredible ink pad colours. You're going to get your handbook. Your handbook's worth £9.99. This whole thing altogether should be £129.59 because individually these are £2.99 each. However, you're going to save over half price on this bundle. Buying them all together gives you all 40 colours and your handbook, and you're going to get it all for £59.80. It's such a good deal to get your hands on. It's one of those that you could be using your discount code from your goodie boxes on, and getting yourself this bundle while it's still available, because they are super, super useful. So that is our Prism Inkpad Ultimate Collection. We've then got, and it works really well again with these masks, especially if you're wanting to do like different colours on like your alternate flowers that you saw in that beautiful mask. These are your finger daubers, so they're smaller rounded daubers that sort of give you more precise inking when you're using them with those inks. So you can grab these now, $14.99. They do come in with a case. There are 40 in here as well, so one for all of your ink pads. Next we have a mixed media mat. This is super handy for today's show. This is our large mixed media mat. It's great. It's a silicone mat. It's got a nice little lip the whole way around. So if you're doing anything super messy, or you want to keep, or you're doing like watercolor backgrounds and you want to keep that water in that space, it will sort of sit within there. You've also got these incredible little palettes that you can use with your ink pads, with your pens, with your water brushes, your watercolor pencils to create your own sort of colors, mix things. You could be spritzing down your glimmer mist as well, and then using those like your finger daubers or your blending tools, and then popping those in with the mask as well. $12.99 for that. Our large paper trimmer is on a saving at the moment. This is a great deal. This is our favourite tool in the office. We absolutely love it, and it is super large as well. It measures up to 17 inches when the arm is fully up. You can get a 12 by 12 inch cardstock all the way through this section here. You have got these incredible inches on this side of your sort of hand guard, and then it also comes with two blades in here as well. But you're going to have your measurements across the top, the bottom and the middle section, so you can make sure things are really, really lined up. But then once your arm extends, it extends up to 17 inches 143.5 centimetres. It easily cuts through 350 GSM, if not at least 3 sheets with a good new blade.
Yes.
You can fly through your cardstock, and it doesn't give that horrible edge either.
No.
That you can sometimes get with trimmers. It's really, really clean and precise. So go grab that while it's on offer, and then also treat yourself to some new blades, because you will need these. Obviously these will run out. They're super easy to replace. You get 4 blades in this deal for £6.99.
Wow.
Absolutely awesome deal, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it. So lots of deals in your diamond deals that you can use alongside the fantastic masks we're bringing you today. But let's go to Kat for our next demo, shall we?
Okie dokie. So we are good. I need the other mask. I've not got it with
You
me.
need
for
the other
some-
one?
Yeah, the other. Have we got
Which one? The flowery one?
Yeah, the one I've not used. I've not
Here
got
you
it for
go.
some reason. I mustn't have picked it up. So let's get this going. I must have left it on my desk. It's the only thing I can think of, because I had it out for my third demo we'll get to in a bit. So I have pre-started this one because you've seen how you start building up your layers now. So I've gone down with the scallops and I've gone down with our flower stems, and I'm going to leave the other 2 to the side, and I'll bring into you what I've done already. And as you can see, I've got my excess at the side, but we're going to be cutting that away so everything's fine. I'm going to try and do something a little bit different on here. So I'm going to get this nice and adhered. Now, I did this last night and I've let it dry overnight. My next layer that I'm going to do, my flowers, I'm going to try and heat emboss them in gold. So if you're doing this all in one make, I suggest that you go over and give it a really, really good dry with your
Heat tool.
hoot
There we
tool.
go.
And then also, I'm going to use a little bit of our anti-static bag as well, just
You want
to make
really,
sure.
really
Yeah, make
give
sure
it enough time.
to dry down. But I did it overnight, so it should be absolutely fine. And then let's adhere this down
If you have
like
the
we did
time, I
before.
would maybe suggest waiting overnight, you know.
Yeah, just
Just to give you, you don't want to spend all that time inking through it.
No.
And then it catches on a bit that you don't want
want
it to
to.
catch on.
so we're just going to line that up again. And we're going to pop this down. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the VersaFine, because I know this will stick to my embossing powder. Plus, with it being black, I know I've got everywhere
You
that I
can
want
see
to
it,
go.
can't you?
And it's a really good base for putting gold on top of as well. It makes it really,
I think
really...
gold and silver, it really, really works with the VersaFine.
So we will take this, get this...
You're going to be covered in this.
I know, I think, because I've gone for the one in my box rather than the one I was using yesterday. I don't know if it's a little bit dry, but we'll see.
I can go get another
Oh
one.
no, we're fine.
You
It's
good?
coming through okay. But as well as once I've kind of like inked through, I'm going to stamp over the top just to make sure that like I've not dried it out too much as I've been swirling the design round as well. And it doesn't have to be 100% fully covered. It's just to give it that really good...
If you want to do this technique as well with your Versamark, the clear Versamark for sort of like embossing, you absolutely can do. But using Kat's technique of going in with a blending sponge is really, really helpful. Because if you go in straight with your ink pad, you'll often find that you get too much and it seeps through the mask, and then it doesn't sort of give you that nice crisp finish. So any embossing you're doing with a mask, always use your blending sponge. It's a really good top tip, but it just allows for that nice clean finish when you add your embossing powder on.
And I'm going to try and work as quick as I can so it's not drying out as I go. But it'll be what it'll be today. We'll get the effect that we want. Probably should have got a newer pad, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Actually, your embossing powder doesn't need that much really to stick.
No. It's quite good with adhering to lots of different things, isn't it?
So we'll go there. we'll say a little prayer. I'm going to go into those bits. We'll just dab over a few more spots. Just make sure it's nice there. I've got my gold embossing powder. I'm going to work quite quick, so I know. But I mean, the black alone looks really stunning.
So
it can
nice,
be really, really pretty.
Really different.
Do with a little bit of scrap. What have I got left thinking about here? Oh, it's actually a platinum I've picked up after all that.
Do you want a gold?
No, it's fine. We'll make it work.
Don't know if there's a gold in here. I do like this colour though.
And I'm just going to run that over. So you don't need to cover the whole thing because, like I said, you can tip.
Yeah.
And you can see that has worked beautifully. I can see, I'm just going to give a light flick just to get off those other ones.
Viv says, I would have never have thought of using black embossing for anything other than black.
It just helps. You can use any colour of your prism, but I think it just helps sometimes, especially when you're doing detailed things like this and you need to know you've got everything covered. So I'm whacking this up to 2. We're just going to give it a couple of seconds
Lots
to
of
heat
questions
up.
about how we care for our masks and clean them as well between usage. The easiest way to do it is hot soapy water and just sort of like rinse them under a tap. That cleans them up perfectly. If you've got any stamp cleaner and things like that, you'll be able to use those types of like solutions on your masks as well. Baby wipes work really well, or if you're wanting to be a bit more eco-friendly, microfiber cloths are great for just clearing off the colours off your mask too.
So we're just working our way around, making sure that we're getting all of these going 100% all the way. And you can just see it's starting to go now. Just takes a little bit of time and patience, but we know how much you all love watching our embossing powders turn on when we're doing demos.
It does look good.
It's just another great use you can see for them. And you can see just by leaving it overnight, going out over with that pad, or you could dry it off with your heat tool, that it's only stuck to where we want it to stick.
You don't want to do it too soon, because if you do it too soon, then that embossing powder is going to go on all those other places you've inked through.
Can you see that lovely sheen that we've got on there now? And then we can go in with our very last one, line those dots up in the middle, and we'll do them in the black as well, just to make it really stand out, but this should be an easy one to do. Line those up, put that down there.
If you are using black as well for inking through these, your VersaFine is a great ink pad to use, because it's just fantastic for getting detail down, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's really crisp and really clean. And it cleans off your mask. I'll show you, I've got a baby wipe here, which is just really handy for us when we're cleaning them on the go. You'll see how quick it comes up afterwards, because it can look like a big mess on here, but I promise you, it cleans really, really quick. I just did my other ones while Natalie was going through the other bits we had today as I was putting them away. It's really, really quick. So we're just going to go through these last few here.
Lots of people asking if the inks that we're using as well are from the set that we've got in Diamond Deals. They absolutely are. They are our current ink pads, and they are the ink pads that will be sort of instructed for you to use within the packaging of all of our layer and masks as well. So yes, they are the ones that we have used.
So that's our little dots in there, and I'll just take a second to show you how quick and easy this cleans up. You can just see. because of the finish of it, that Mylar is just so easy. And I'd go over with this and then get a clean one just to finish it off, and then you could either finish off with a microfiber or just let it air dry, and you'll be absolutely good to go.
It's absolutely spotless, isn't it, that?
It is. So next up, I'm going to make myself a card blank. I've got some black stamping card. I'm going to make the biggest square card that we kind of can out of an A4 piece. I'm going to take this to 5 3/4 by 11.5. I've got a scoring tool. Life at the moment, I really need to sort this box out.
Just going to go and fill you one up with all your essentials.
I know. So we're just going to score at 5 3/4. So that's just under your 6. So it'll fit perfectly in your 6 by 6 envelopes. Let's cut this down. Again, I'm just going to trim it right to the edges, and then we might cut into it. I think we will cut into it actually. I've gone quiet because I'm thinking about how I'm going to do this next step, because I want to bring in, and I'll probably get shouted at because I'm not sure that we have them, but I've got our acetate wraps.
We do.
Do we have them?
Yeah,
oh, this is
don't worry.
good.
Acetate wraps are back. Trim me's, they're in stock. Don't worry, we've got them. We're not allowing them to go back out of stock.
And then all I'm going to do, let's cut it. I'm not even worrying about half. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Bring in one of these.
Which one are you going to go for?
Let's have a look. I want something quite narrow because I don't want it to be too big for the card. Let's go for what have I got here? I'm going to go for Happy Birthday because I think that's got a nice kind of flourish design on that matches the sentiment. So I'm just going to take a little bit off the one above and below, so I've got something to adhere it with.
Oh, I see what you're doing here. You get so many acetate wraps as well, so don't worry if you're thinking those ones that cats cut through are no longer of use, because I think you get like 64. No, it's not 64, is it? It's over 100, I think, individual acetate wraps you get in this bundle. It's crazy.
So at the top and the bottom, I'm just going to add some tape, and then I can line this up kind of centrally onto the top there and on to the bottom tray.
120. Is it 36 sheets you get? 16. There's like a crazy amount of designs on each of the designs. You get 8 foiled in silver, 8 foiled in gold, but 120 sentiments across the whole of the pack. It's incredible.
And then we're just going to chop this back down so it's to 3 notches under the 5. So I'm going to try and keep it even, so I know that's a little bit over. So if I take a little bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom, we can bring it back down to the 5. I'm just going to check it's about 5 across. No, we're a little bit under across, so let's make that even. So we're 2 notches under the 5 and the... Which way did I do then? So we'll take a little bit more, just to try and make it nice and square. I think it was about that. Then I'm going to take another bit of black, so it's going to show up on, so your sentiment's going to show up in the middle. Again, let's just mark that. In fact, I'll do that to the same size as this, and then we can do a gold that matte and layer. That'll work a little bit more, because if we put it straight onto the gold, you're not going to be able to see the foiling of your wrap that we've put in there. So we'll take this a little bit smaller. Again, I'm just going to put a bit of tape across the top, the bottom, just avoiding that we're not going to put any where that wrap's going to sit across, because we don't want to see that underneath. We can line that up. If there's anything showing on the side, you can trim it away, but I think we're fine there. And then we'll do a matte and layer of the gold just to bring everything together. Probably shouldn't do white on white, but it's just give me an emboss mark I can follow. And I think it's just so different seeing it in a completely different colourway from how we did our first one. Now you can do it bright and vibrant, or you can do something a little bit more dark and twisty, as I like to call it.
It also just shows how well they're going to work for lots of different genders and people, because we're going to be able to literally use any colourways you want to with these cards.
I'll just pop that on there, and then on to our card blank. And I think once you pop it on that card blank, it
It's
absolutely
really
comes to life. But just keeping that lovely shine in there, and just using your embossing powders with it just gives it a really, really cool different look. And I've made an upside down card. Let's see if I can fix that. We'll try and fix it. In fact, put it on the other side. There we go. Ta-da.
Look how good that is. I love the acetate wrap use, and just that hint of embossing in the flowers is so nice. I love that cat, and those colourways work really, really good with that as well. Right, Win It Weekly reminder. If you would like to win our pastel ink pad mini bundle, 3 lucky winners are going to win that, and we would like you to answer the riddle. I shine golden and brown, but I am not a coin. Don't be confused by my mark. I'm not ticked off. I'm full of spice, but neither a rack or a cupboard. I rise, but I'm not the sun. I'm often shared, but I'm not a secret. What am I? So like, share and comment, and we will announce the winners on Friday's show. Are you ready to open another goodie box? I've got one here. I'm very, very excited to see what we're going to get in here. So if I just remove this, we still have goodie boxes available. Over 90% of them have now gone, so there's not a lot for you to get your hands on. If you've not got your goodie boxes yet, you need to be making sure you are getting your orders in and you are not missing them. You can get one goodie box for £30. You are guaranteed to get over £80 worth of Hunky Dory products within these goodie boxes. If you want to, you can buy up to 4 individual boxes, and we will guarantee that all of the things in that are very different. With every order, you are going to get an offer code. Ooh. And this offer here is going to give you 10% off your orders. You can use that up until the 16th of April on the website, and you can use it as many times as you want. It also works in conjunction with your diamond discount, your club discount, so you will just get an extra added bonus to that one. Oh, I like this one already. This one is good. We have one of our Moonlit Moments gemstone butterfly sparkles. So these are those gorgeous stamps that we put our gemstones in the middle of. I absolutely love, love, love these. We have a low-tack tape roll. So this is our, I think this one is 20 mil width, and you are going to get 10 meters on that roll of that one. We then have my most favorite duo design paper pad. It's the Colourful Crochet and Wonderful Wood. Absolutely fantastic designs in there. Actually reminds me of that first mask that Kat used on there. We've got quick card pads. You're going to be able to make 16 cards with this one. No need for any extras in that. We've then got some toppers. This first one is a decoupage topper with that fantastic cross in there. We've then got our At the Races Sports and Hobbies. That one is available for you. We've got a decollage topper set. That one is going to come with your printed and foiled cardstock. We've then got your stained glass topper set. That one again comes with your printed and foiled cardstock. And then to top it off, you are getting a full collection, including inserts and double-sided papers, A4. You're going to get 36 sheets in this one. And then your toppers, you are going to get 8 toppers, 8 foil cardstock and 8 printed cardstock. What a good goodie box that one is. So much included in this one. Perfect to add bits and pieces to your stash if you make to sell. It's great because you're getting so much included in this one and you're going to save yourself so much money. So make sure you are getting your goodie boxes. Like I said, 90% of those is it 95 now? 95% of the goodie boxes have gone. Remember, you can only buy these if you are a UK resident. If you do live over in America though, you can still buy them from Hobby Maker, and I am aware that they do still have boxes available within their stock as well, but not that many, so don't miss your chance to buy this. But today has been all about our brand new layering mask. There's the 2 brand new ones to choose from, our ornate tiles and also the scalloped florals. I'm going to show you some more cards that the team have made, and then we're going to go back to Kat for a demo. I absolutely love these ones that people have made using glitter embossing powder. You can just see the detail on that little box that Lisa has created. This one as well is absolutely stunning. This again uses like I think this is like a glittery texture paste actually, but using the scallops on the side, so it's completely different from all of the cards that we've seen made with that one already. This is stunning. I love cutting shapes into this, especially sort of like off the edge or sort of like in strange positions, but that is absolutely gorgeous. Another stunning make, which is absolutely beautiful, is this one. So this one has your sort of like ombre background here. Then we've got some of the like textured glitter paste on the top of that one. One of our shaped flowers on the bottom, and that gorgeous with love sentiment. That is beautiful. Again, I'm not sure who's made that one because there's not a few that don't have names on them. This is really, really simple but absolutely stunning, using one of our birthday Trim Me inserts and also one of the incredible foiled edge card blanks, so you can make cards really quickly with that one. This is really nice. Those sort of quarters, and then having one free for your sentiment to go on. I also love this one. When I saw it on the screen, it is so, it's like 70s wallpaper. It's incredible. So this just uses 2 sections from the mask, and then it's also got the circle design, which has been done one way and then flipped over and done the other way to give you that detail. You can kind of see it when you get really close up with that one. We've got the one from the cover as well, which we created, me and Stacey. It was a joint effort, and you will see that background there as well has also been embossed using the mask as an embossing folder, just to give it a little bit of a different look than being plain white. Using your dies and die cutting these to create really nice pyromages, look fantastic. They work great with your combo dies. These ones have been used with overlays of parchment. This one again, really, really cool, and just using like 2 of those die sets. I love this one. This one is really pretty. Again, using your Trim Me insert pads, your inverted scallop nesting dies, and then placing those tiny gemstones in all of those corners. Super, super pretty. And then this is another gorgeous make as well, showing off how you can really make large cards with this pattern. Absolutely love it. Fantastic makes by all the team there. Thank you all for your efforts. Kat, we're going to do something a little bit different this time, because we are still working on that incredible scrapbook that we're going to be giving away to a lucky viewer. So I believe you're going to be making a scrapbook page.
Yes, I am. And I do apologise to whoever wins this because I have just been completely self-indulgent and
Are you doing a full-on country?
Country themed. I made it about my C2C weekend,
Oh,
so you're going to end
fine.
up with lots of random pictures of me and country stars, but
Hey
ho. So
they'll love it.
first up, I have picked out 2 pages. One I've used to print my pictures onto because you can print put these through your printer, but still keep that lovely kind of effect. We'll come to them later. But for my main page, what I'm going to do is go in with my chiffon just to take the edge off the white a little bit. I'm not going to do the full thing because we'll be here forever, but just so you can see, because I've brought in some of that beautiful kind of Western style pattern packs that we've got that I think work really well with this colour as well. So if you just start to take it's just taking the whiteness off it, isn't it? And you can go heavier in some areas and lighter in others and just build up that texture throughout. But I am going to incorporate one of our masks again, if I can find where I've put it. I'm going to take the like the scallops from the second set to add some detail into the background, and I'll show you how you can layer these up as well. So I'm going to go in my finished one, you'll see in a bit, we're going to kind of go this edge and this edge, but if you pop this down onto the side, so we're going like randomly across the corners, I'm going to bring in my vintage sepia in my VersaFine again for those really crisp marks. And I don't know, there was just something about this one that gave me those kind of slight Western vibes and stuff. So we just want to be really careful with the edge here. You could mask it off if you wanted to. I'm just going to try and be careful. And again, we're just going to rub that ink in to the gaps here. Just take it right to the edge. Like so, but you'll see when I lift this up now that it looks a little bit disjointed. It finishes here, but if you go in, and the beauty of this one is that you can lay it exactly over itself, pop those colours back into those little gaps, and you can tile that design up so you can make it work across the rest of the page. And that's all we're going to do. So this would be the same technique if you were tiling it up on a square piece. But you can see when we take that off now, it just gives you a much more finished look. And I've done that top and bottom. I've also used the excess here just to darken some of the edges, just to get more of that textured look. And we are going to end up with a page that looks like this. And you've just taken it to something completely different. So I'm going to go in with some of our pattern packs, and we will take, I don't want to take too much away from the background, but I do want to bring some in at the same time. Let's do a 4.5 by 4.5 mat and layer. So let's take this under, and we're going to bring some gold in as well, just to bring everything together. So 4.5 by 4.5. And I love that you can really mix your mediums across when you're doing like scrapbook pages and things like this. It's really handy. So I'm going to pop that down. Like that, and then I've gone ahead and I've picked out like the cow print version as well, and I think we're just going to add them on there, kind of like that. Again, I'm going to keep this flat because this is going to be made into a little book at the end of it, so we don't want too much height and dimension on there. This was I think it was 4" by 7" section that I did here. And then, like I said, I've gone ahead and I've printed out some of my pictures of the fabulous people I got to meet. This one here is my future husband, if anybody's wondering. That's Corey Marks. We've got Tyler Holden and Dom Ellis, who I became really good mates with over the weekend. And we're just going to layer them up. So we've just got these pops of pictures over the background. I want to leave a gap down here. I want that. Let's see. Should we put that up there? That one there. Oh, it's not working. Why is it not working? I laid this out at home and it was fine. What have I done wrong? Why has it gone smaller? Let's do that. There we go. So we're going to bring this over the edge.
Because you're live. You do something live and it never works.
No,
you do it time
this
and
is
time
it.
again at home and it's fine.
I'm sure things change size-wise, don't they? As we work, and we can layer that one in.
So
there.
many people in the comments saying, how surprised that Kat is using this theme.
You know, I will squeeze it in wherever we can. And then it was C2C weekend. So I've gone and picked 2 C's out of our alphabet book. But we haven't got numbers in that yet that I'm still complaining about. I still definitely think we need to do a number version.
They are in the plan. Don't know when they're coming, but they're in the plan.
I have pinched Amy's 2-die and we are going to use that, and I love this 2-die as well. It's bigger than this, but I think it works because of the nature of it, but it's also got a very similar pattern to the font I've used from the computer for these, for the names.
Lots of people asking if I'm eating a hot cross bun. I wasn't eating a hot cross bun. I did try and turn my mic off while I was eating, so apologies if you did hear me chomping on my nutty bar.
So we're just going to put C2C at the bottom here. And put the 2 on first. Just add some tape on the back there. Pop that down. And I have put a few foam pads on the back of these ones, just because so yeah, some person is going to end up with a scrapbook page of me and random people, but hey ho. If you want to send it back to me, I'll send you my address. But there is my scrapbook page.
It's so cute, Kat. And I love how you've incorporated the mask into the back of that design as well. It looks so good. So shall we have a look at it with all the other pages?
Yes.
And what you could be winning, because we've done so many cool little pages of these now, using, of course, that fantastic papers pad. So we've got Kat's country music one using the masks from today. We've got Stacey's that she did yesterday using that fantastic brand new Moonstone zipped up collection. We've got some that use the fantastic floral stamps. This one uses some bits from our goodie boxes. We've then got another one using pocket pads. There's such variety in here. One of our topper sets, and again that beautiful painted petals that we launched recently as well. All of this is coming to one person. How do you need to enter that one? Oh yeah, to be with the chance of winning this, go over to the hub and enter your name, email address, and one lucky winner will be announced on our live shows on Friday the 28th of March. So enter on the hub. I think that's all we've got time for today. I'm going to be at Hobby Maker tomorrow, 1, 3 and 5. I've got some brand new Fancy Edge card blanks for you. Don't miss that one. And then we have also got our bigger book of Birthday Sentiments Volume 2. At 2 p.m. we've got Deluxe Craft Bags back in stock, and at 5 p.m. back in stock embossing folders. Dan and Anne-Marie will be here tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you very soon.